Attraction is not just about looks, charm, or even personality. A deeper force is at play, one that influences emotions, decisions, and desires on a subconscious level. One of the most powerful hidden forces in attraction is jealousy. While many see jealousy as a negative emotion, it actually plays a crucial role in human psychology, especially in relationships and dating dynamics. Women by nature are drawn to high-value men, those who are admired, respected, and sought after by others. It's not just about personal preference, it's about social proof. When a woman sees other women interested in a man, her desire for him often intensifies. This is because on a primal level, she perceives that if other women want him, he must be worth wanting. This is why celebrities, athletes, and powerful men rarely struggle with attraction. They embody the kind of status that naturally triggers interest. However, this doesn't mean a man must be famous or wealthy to leverage this effect. Understanding the psychology behind attraction allows any man to cultivate the traits that spark interest. From creating an air of mystery to demonstrating confidence and leadership, there are key behaviors that make a man irresistible. Women don't just want a great man, they want a man whom other women also desire. This isn't about playing games or manipulation, it's about recognizing human nature and acting accordingly. In this guide, we'll explore the hidden psychological triggers that amplify attraction, deepen emotional connections, and keep the spark alive. If you understand these principles, you'll naturally stand out and draw others toward you. Welcome to the world of psychological attraction mastery. Number 1. The power of subtle gestures. Attraction isn't always about grand displays of affection or over-the-top gestures. In fact, the most powerful moments often come from the subtle, almost unnoticed actions that create a lasting impression. Women are highly perceptive to body language, tone of voice, and small details that reveal confidence, status, and emotional control. A man who understands this can generate deep attraction without saying a word. For example, strong eye contact communicates confidence and dominance. A man who holds eye contact, not in an aggressive way, but with calm self-assurance, immediately stands out. It signals that he is secure in himself and unshaken by external circumstances. On the other hand, avoiding eye contact or looking around nervously can signal uncertainty or insecurity, which quickly diminishes attraction. Another powerful yet subtle gesture is controlled, deliberate movement. Rushing through actions, fidgeting, or constantly adjusting clothing can make a man seem anxious or unsure. However, slow, intentional movements, like taking a sip of water without hurry, adjusting a watch calmly, or leaning back slightly while maintaining a conversation, suggest control and high status. Women naturally pick up on these cues and find themselves drawn to men who exude composure. Touch also plays a crucial role. A light, confident touch on the lower back when guiding a woman through a crowd, a brief yet firm handshake, or even a casual yet purposeful high five during conversation all create subtle tension. When done naturally, these gestures ignite a subconscious sense of connection and chemistry. The key is to be confident but not invasive. Any hesitation or over-eagerness can have the opposite effect. Lastly, the power of silence should never be underestimated. Many men feel the need to fill every moment with words, but a well-placed pause or a thoughtful nod can be far more effective. It creates mystery, allows tension to build, and makes the woman more engaged in the interaction. A man who knows how to control his words and actions without over-explaining himself becomes far more intriguing. Mastering the art of subtle gestures transforms a man's presence, making him effortlessly attractive. It's not about doing more, it's about doing less, but with precision and confidence. Number 2. The power of challenge. One of the most overlooked yet powerful forces in attraction is challenge. Women don't just want a man, they want a man they feel they've earned. The more effort they put into gaining his attention, the more they value it. This is why men who are too available, too eager, or too quick to commit often fail to create lasting attraction. A woman may appreciate a man who gives her everything up front, but she won't crave him. Desire is built in the space between wanting and having. A man who understands the power of challenge knows how to keep a woman engaged by not always being easy to win over. He doesn't reveal all his thoughts and emotions right away. Instead, he creates an air of mystery and unpredictability. Women are drawn to the unknown, the thrill of figuring out a man who isn't completely transparent. This isn't about playing mind games or being manipulative. It's about allowing her to invest in the process, rather than handing her everything on a silver platter. One way to apply this is through playful teasing. A man who teases a woman in a confident, light-hearted way sets himself apart from the typical guy who only showers her with compliments. Teasing creates tension, and tension fuels attraction. For example, if she says she loves a certain movie, instead of agreeing instantly, a confident man might playfully challenge her opinion, saying, "Really? That's your favorite. I expected better taste from you." This creates a dynamic where she feels the need to prove herself, making the conversation more exciting and engaging. Another important aspect of challenge is not always being available. When a man's world doesn't revolve around a woman, when he has his own goals, passions, and priorities, she perceives him as more valuable. If a man is too easy to access, his value decreases. But if she has to put in effort to get his time and attention, she respects and desires him more. The power of challenge isn't about being distant or cold. It's about setting a standard that she has to rise to. Women don't just want a man who adores them. They want a man who makes them feel like they've won something rare and valuable. Number 3. Why challenge keeps her engaged. Challenge is one of the most powerful forces in attraction because it keeps a woman emotionally invested. When something is easily attainable, it's taken for granted. But when a woman has to work for a man's attention and approval, she values it more. This is rooted in psychology. People naturally place a higher worth on things they must strive for, and relationships are no exception. A man who presents a healthy level of challenge makes a woman feel engaged, excited, and emotionally stimulated. He's not just another guy trying to impress her. He's someone who subtly demands effort from her. This doesn't mean being cold, distant, or playing games. It means setting a high standard for himself and expecting the same in return. If a man is too predictable, always available, and never offers any resistance, a woman quickly loses the sense of excitement that fuels attraction. A key reason challenge keeps a woman engaged is that it triggers her competitive nature. Women are naturally drawn to high-value men, men who have options, who are admired, and who don't desperately seek validation. When a woman senses that a man isn't easily won over, she starts to wonder what makes him different. She begins to question what she must do to gain his full attention, and that curiosity keeps her coming back. One way challenge maintains engagement is through uncertainty. If a man is always available and predictable, a woman never has to think about him. But if he introduces a level of unpredictability, whether by being slightly harder to reach, not always saying yes, or maintaining an air of mystery, she starts to anticipate and crave his attention. The moment she feels she's figured him out completely, attraction starts to fade. Another aspect of challenge is maintaining self-respect and boundaries. A man who allows a woman to do anything without consequences, disrespect him, flake on plans, or take him for granted, shows weakness. On the other hand, A man who isn't afraid to walk away when necessary demonstrates strength, and that strength commands respect and attraction. Women don't just want a man, they want a man worth chasing. When a man introduces just enough challenge, he remains in her thoughts, sparks her emotions, and ensures she never takes him for granted. Challenge isn't about manipulation, it's about being a man she has to earn. Number 4. How a person's voice shapes perception. A person's voice is one of the most underrated yet powerful tools in attraction and influence. It's not just about the words spoken, it's about how they are delivered. The tone, pitch, speed, and confidence behind a voice can completely shape how someone is perceived. A deep, calm, and controlled voice signals strength and authority, while a shaky, uncertain, or high-pitched voice can indicate nervousness or lack of confidence. In psychology, vocal tonality plays a huge role in first impressions. Studies have shown that deeper voices are often associated with dominance, leadership, and trustworthiness. This is why powerful public speakers, CEOs, and leaders typically have a commanding vocal presence. When a man speaks with a relaxed and deliberate tone, he naturally commands attention and respect. On the other hand, a rushed, overly excited or anxious tone can make a person appear less in control. For men, a steady, slightly lower-pitched voice is often linked to masculinity and authority. It's no coincidence that many of the most admired figures in history, from actors to politicians, have voices that exude confidence. A man who speaks too quickly or too softly can unintentionally diminish his presence, making it harder for others to take him seriously. But when he speaks with clarity, pauses at the right moments, and controls his breath, he automatically appears more composed and attractive. For women, the voice also plays a key role in attraction. A soft, warm, and slightly higher-pitched tone is often associated with femininity and warmth, while a monotone or harsh voice can come across as cold or unapproachable. Just as men's deeper voices are linked to strength, women's softer, melodic tones can create an aura of warmth and intrigue. Beyond attraction, voice plays a massive role in persuasion and social influence. Salespeople, politicians, and public figures train their voices to evoke emotion, build trust, and capture attention. A well-controlled voice can make a simple statement sound compelling and persuasive, while a weak delivery can cause even the most powerful words to fall flat. In the end, a person's voice isn't just a sound, it's a reflection of their confidence, mindset, and presence. The way someone speaks can determine how they are perceived in relationships, business, and everyday interactions. By mastering vocal control, anyone can immediately enhance their influence and attractiveness. Number 5. The hidden effect of jealousy. Jealousy is one of the most powerful yet often overlooked forces in human psychology, especially when it comes to attraction. While most people associate jealousy with negativity, it can actually be a tool that intensifies desire, especially in women. A woman may be attracted to a man, but the moment she realizes that other women also find him desirable, her attraction tends to skyrocket. This is because social validation plays a huge role in how women perceive a man's value. If other women want him, he must be worthy of pursuit. This phenomenon is rooted in female psychology and evolutionary instincts. Throughout history, women have competed for high-value men, those who are strong, successful, and capable of providing security. A man who is in demand signals that he has desirable traits, making him naturally more attractive. This is why celebrities, athletes, and powerful men rarely struggle with attention from women. It's not just their looks or wealth, it's the fact that they have social proof. A man surrounded by women creates an aura of exclusivity, making him seem even more desirable. On the other hand, A man who focuses only on one woman, especially if she knows he has no other options, can unknowingly lower his perceived value. If no one else is interested in him, she might start questioning why she should be. This doesn't mean a man should play games or act dishonestly, but understanding that subtle jealousy can work in his favor is key. When a woman senses she might lose a man to someone else, she naturally starts to chase him more. The key is to create a balance. A man should never beg for a woman's attention, but he also shouldn't deliberately manipulate emotions. Instead, he should focus on becoming the best version of himself, building a life that naturally attracts attention. When a man is confident, independent, and admired by others, women will instinctively compete for his attention. By understanding the hidden effect of jealousy, a man can command deeper attraction without even trying. Number 6. The sweet spot of tension. One of the biggest mistakes men make in attraction is rushing the process. They get excited, confess their feelings too soon, push for commitment before a woman has fully developed attraction, and in doing so, eliminate all mystery and tension. Nothing kills desire faster than making things too easy. Women are drawn to the build-up, the anticipation, and the uncertainty. It's what keeps them emotionally invested. Just like a great movie captivates an audience with suspense before the climax, a woman needs time to wonder, question, and even doubt herself before fully giving in to attraction. Attraction thrives on tension and unpredictability. If a man removes all uncertainty too soon, he unknowingly diminishes a woman's interest. When a woman knows she has a man completely wrapped around her finger, the chase is over, and so is the excitement. This is why men who flirt, tease, and hold back just enough create a sense of intrigue that keeps a woman coming back for more. It's not about playing games, it's about allowing attraction to develop naturally, without forcing it. A man who maintains a little emotional distance while still being present and engaging will always seem more desirable than one who is overly eager. The key is to strike the perfect balance. A man who takes his time, builds tension through playful teasing, meaningful eye contact, and gradual intimacy creates an experience that is deeply engaging for a woman. He doesn't rush into labels, confessions, or excessive displays of emotion. Instead, he lets the woman experience the tension and feel the excitement of not fully knowing where things are headed. This uncertainty fuels her desire. When a man masters the art of tension, he activates a woman's deepest psychological craving, the feeling of wanting something she can't fully have yet. The more she has to earn his attention and affection, the more she values it. By understanding the sweet spot of tension, a man ensures that he remains a mystery worth unraveling, keeping a woman's interest burning for the long haul. Number 7. The fantasy effect attraction is not just about physical appearance. It's about the story a man creates in a woman's mind. Women don't simply fall for a man. They fall for how he makes them feel when he's not around. This is why some men become unforgettable, while others are easily forgotten. The secret lies in triggering a woman's imagination, allowing her to build a mental image of the man that keeps her thinking about him. One of the most powerful psychological effects in attraction is the fantasy effect. When a man maintains a sense of mystery, a woman's mind starts to fill in the gaps. She wonders what he's thinking, where he is, and whether he's interested in her. This uncertainty creates a deep emotional investment. Why do women obsess over celebrities, athletes, and powerful men? It's not because they know them personally, but because these figures represent an illusion of intrigue and unattainability. Most men, however, do the opposite. They over-explain themselves, reveal too much too soon, and eliminate any sense of mystery. They believe transparency builds connection. But the truth is that women are wired to chase what they don't fully understand. A man who keeps a little bit of mystery, who doesn't always answer every question directly, and who leaves certain things unsaid becomes endlessly fascinating. The key is to give just enough, but never too much. A man should be engaging, present, and interesting, but he should also know when to hold back, when to let silence do the work, and when to allow a woman's imagination to wander. This doesn't mean being distant or cold. It means creating depth and intrigue. A man who keeps her guessing, who lets her wonder about him, and who remains slightly unpredictable becomes irresistible. The real power of attraction isn't in what a man tells a woman. It's in what he doesn't tell her. It's in the glances, the pauses, the playful teasing, and the unsaid words that create an air of mystery. When a woman starts fantasizing about a man, thinking about what he's doing, and feeling that subtle sense of longing, he has already won her heart. Number 8, the authority effect. Women may say they want an equal partner in relationships, but deep down, their biology craves a leader, not a dictator, not a control freak, but a man who moves through life with confidence and certainty. A woman's attraction isn't just emotional, it's primal, hardwired into her psychology. Nothing activates this instinct more than a man who takes charge, makes decisions without hesitation, and leads with conviction. This is why women are naturally drawn to dominant men, those who stand firm in their beliefs, set strong boundaries, and do not waver under pressure. Women instinctively test men, sometimes without realizing it, to gauge their strength. They want to see if a man will fold under pressure or stand firm. A man who seeks approval too often, hesitates in decision-making, or constantly asks what she wants to do, unknowingly diminishes his perceived value. While kindness and respect are essential, a man who lacks authority will struggle to hold a woman's deep attraction. Leadership in relationships doesn't mean being controlling. It means being decisive, dependable, and emotionally grounded. A strong man knows when to listen and compromise, but he also knows when to stand his ground. He takes responsibility, leads conversations, and makes plans with confidence. This kind of behavior signals to a woman's subconscious that he is a protector, a provider, and someone she can trust. A man with authority doesn't beg for attention or validation. He doesn't need to chase approval because he already knows his worth. When he makes decisions, he does so with certainty. He isn't afraid to say no when necessary, and he doesn't let a woman dictate every aspect of the relationship. Women find security in a man who knows where he's going in life and doesn't second-guess himself at every turn. The moment a woman senses uncertainty in a man, her attraction starts to fade. But when she's with a man who leads naturally, she feels safe, respected, and most importantly, deeply attracted. True authority is about strength with kindness, power with humility, and leadership with wisdom. A man who understands this doesn't just gain a woman's attention, he earns her admiration and loyalty. Number 9, the emotional drug. A woman might say she wants a stable, drama-free relationship, but the reality is that emotional intensity is what keeps her hooked. Attraction isn't just about logic, it's about feeling. Women don't fall for men because they rationally decide to. They fall because those men make them feel something powerful. Whether it's excitement, mystery, uncertainty, or even jealousy, the roller coaster of emotions creates an addiction that keeps her engaged. Think about it. People become addicted to thrill-seeking activities, whether it's roller coasters, gambling, or extreme sports. The highs and lows stimulate the brain, making the experience unforgettable. Women respond to men the same way. A predictable, always available, overly accommodating man may seem like a good catch, but he won't ignite passion. She might appreciate his stability, but she won't feel obsessed with him. The men who truly captivate women understand the power of emotional contrast. They tease, challenge, surprise, and create moments of tension, keeping women emotionally engaged. A man who can make her laugh one moment and leave her thinking about him the next triggers a deep emotional response. He doesn't reveal everything about himself all at once. He keeps her guessing, intrigued, and invested. However, this isn't about playing manipulative games. It's about understanding that predictability kills desire. Women are drawn to men who make them feel alive. If a man is too predictable, too accommodating, and too easy to read, she will slowly lose interest. But if he introduces spontaneity, unpredictability, and a little emotional distance, she will naturally lean in, wanting more. The emotional drug works because it taps into human psychology. The moments of excitement, the small doses of uncertainty, and the feeling of working for a man's attention all create emotional highs. And once a woman experiences these highs, she craves them. The key is balance. Too much intensity and she feels overwhelmed. Too little and she gets bored. A man who masters this balance becomes irresistible because he provides something most men don't: an emotional experience that keeps her coming back for more. Number 10. The submissive trigger. Despite modern ideas about independence, most women still crave a man who makes them feel protected and secure. This isn't about control or dominance in a negative sense. It's about tapping into a deep psychological and biological need. Women don't just want to be with a man. They want to feel like they belong to a man who is strong, confident, and capable. When a man naturally exudes masculine energy, a woman can relax into her feminine nature, and that dynamic creates intense attraction. A man who is grounded, assertive, and unwavering triggers something in a woman's subconscious, a sense of safety and desire. She feels drawn to him not just because of his looks or status, but because he carries himself with authority and presence. Women find it difficult to surrender to a man who seems unsure of himself, needy, or hesitant. If a man lacks confidence, constantly seeks validation, or apologizes excessively, she instinctively resists falling into her feminine role. This is why women are naturally attracted to leaders, protectors, and men who stand firm in their decisions. When a man sets boundaries, has self-respect, and doesn't let a woman walk all over him, she feels a strong emotional pull toward him. He doesn't need to control her, but his ability to handle situations with certainty allows her to trust him deeply. One of the most powerful triggers of attraction is when a woman feels like she can surrender emotionally and physically to a man without feeling judged or rejected. When a man creates an environment where she feels safe, desired, and protected, she naturally leans into him, feeling deeply connected. The secret isn't about forcing submission, but about being the kind of man who inspires it effortlessly. A man who knows his worth, carries himself with confidence, and leads without fear unlocks a woman's most primal instincts. She won't always understand why she feels so drawn to him, but she will feel it deeply. And that feeling will keep her coming back again and again.